Hey, Jeff. Hey, I just wanted to break down the numbers for you, show you what I looked at, and then make the offer and kind of give you what I think everything's worth and price wise, what things are worth. So, this right here on the screen, this blue border is the section where I pulled all the comparables from. Your blue dots are going to be the sold properties. They've already sold, closed. They are what appraisers will use as comparables to try to figure out what your property is worth. The red dots were listed for sale but didn't sell. The green dots are currently for sale, and then the orange dots are they're listed for sale. They're under contract, but they're waiting to close. They haven't actually closed yet. They don't become actual comparables or comps until they've closed. Uh, Here is the scattergram that I told you about, and I will copy this on the email and get it over to you so you can look at it a little easier. But over here on the left is all the prices. Down at the bottom is all the square footages. The green line up top is your best case scenario. If you update 100% of everything, which is like I said, if you sell it to me, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to update 100% of everything. And best case scenario, that property will go for 225,000. This black line going down is your square footage, and this green line is top, and this is about 225 right here. As it sits right now, I would put you in kind of this. It's not updated at all. And if you were to sell it, I would expect maybe you could list it for around this 160 mark, this orange line. And that's if you put in your do your paint, do your carpet, make sure it looks a little bit better, and then maybe you can sell it at the 160 mark. I picked that because there is a comparable that did sell in that range with a similar outdatedness. Now, there's also two squares here, and kind of in that range that also did not sell. So that's kind of like it may not sell depending on the buyers that are looking at the time, and I can't tell you how long it may or may not take to sell. This is down here. This is your cash buyer area. This is what investors are going to be paying. This is people like me that's going to come up and invest. We're going to put 55 grand into it so that we can try to get up to this 225 mark at best. With the way the market's sliding right now, with as much green competition that I have right now, I'm probably going to count for a little less than that. I'm probably going to count for about 210 on my actual sales price, just to give me a little buffer. Like I told you, I want a 25% profit margin. So, with all that being said, what I can offer is 81,400. That's the best price I'm going to be able to give to you. But the only thing that's going to come off of that 81,400 is going to be that 1.7% closing cost roughly. So you're really looking at what, 98.3. So you're looking at you and whoever you're splitting profits with walking away with 80 grand minus whatever mortgage, if there is a mortgage, but 80 grand's to be split between you and your siblings on my cash offer. Off the um, say you are able to sell it for 160 after you do your paint, some of your repairs, your flooring, 160, just the closing costs. You're going to take off 6% for your agent fees. You're going to take off, I would say you probably want to have a 3% window at least to negotiate with buyers, and then about 2% closing costs. So I'm going to take off 11% off that 160. We'll multiply that by 0.89, and that's going to bring you down to 142. And then you're going to have to subtract off whatever repairs you did to get there. So, I mean, maybe you can make some more money if it sells. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have to keep dropping it. that I don't know. But as it sits right now, in order to get up to this high end 200 to 225, you're definitely going to have to put in that 55 grand that I was planning on putting in. So I think that's more of a realistic 160 price is what, if I was going to be your agent, I would probably say we need to list at 160 unless you want to really update everything. But my offer is 81,400 cash. I can close in 2 weeks. You can be done with it. You don't have to worry about paying anything else. Let me know what you guys want to do, and hopefully, if nothing else, this was educational for you and kind of made your decision on what you guys want to do a little bit easier. Thanks so much. You guys have a great day.